So ladies, we're now going to go through our second style, the perfect hairstyle for Rose Seidler House 50s Fair. And just while I'm preparing the hair, giving it a little bit of a brush, let me tell you a little bit about me. So I've been living a vintage lifestyle for now 30 years, that's right. Means I'm only 35, I know. No, 30 years I've been living, breathing the 1950s. I absolutely love everything about it. I love the clothing. I love how it makes you feel as a woman. My children were brought up being pushed around in 1950s prams. I just think it's a really lovely lifestyle that's full of really good old-fashioned values, and that's what we're trying to bring back. And in fact, Miss Pinup Australia, which is the most prestigious pinup competition in the world and the largest and the best known, the whole thing about Miss Pinup Australia is to bring back some good old-fashioned values. So it's not a fashion parade, it's not a beauty pageant, you're not judged on your looks. In fact, it's a journey of self-discovery, learning how to bring out your inner pinup through the love of vintage glamour. And so Miss Cola Popsicle, it's very, very exciting, I know, is Miss Pinup Australia 2013. She is a brilliant ambassador of Miss Pinup Australia. And why did you enter Miss Pinup Australia, Cola?
Why did I enter?
Yes.
I do have a love of vintage glamour, so that was possibly my main reason, as well as the art of theatrics. I'm very much into stage shows, theatre, musicals.
Absolutely. So Rose Seidler House is a really good place to start. For those girls that don't really know much about Miss Pinup, if you come along to Rose Seidler House, you'll be showcased with the most amazing women that live and breathe the era, or even women that are just trying to get into it, because it is gorgeous in every sense. So we do highly recommend. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that you must pre-purchase your tickets. Da-da! Pre-purchase your tickets to Rose Seidler House 50s Fair, or you may miss out, and you really don't want to. It's a magnificent afternoon for all the family.
It is.
Not just for adults. Bring the children along. There's face painting, a whole lot of stuff there for the children. Please do come along and join in. So enough talking, because I could just go on for hours, couldn't I? I'm not going to. What we're going to share with you now is a pomp or a quiff. A lot of people refer to this hairstyle as a quiff. That's more of a male phrase. We're going to go with a pomp after Madame Pompadour. So we're still going to go with our side part, ladies. What we're going to do is we're now going to incorporate another side part. Again, you want to get that in line, midway eyebrow. So that means that we're going to have 3 sections of hair to work with at the front. Now, you don't have to work with all 3 if you don't want to. You can just go with the middle section, and I'm going to show you a few different alternatives of how to play with this. Miss Cola, you're just going to have this lovely hanging in your face for a moment.
I close my eyes.
There you go. Now there's a hairstyle I never thought of. Right, no, I don't think we'll use that one. We're going to get rid of the side parts for the moment, just because we don't need them. All right, so the difference between a pomp and a beehive. Let's get this straight right now, because this is really important stuff right here, right? And you heard it first at Boogie Bop Dames. So what you need to do is make sure, ladies, that your pompadour actually protrudes kind of like a fringe, like a bumper fringe from the forehead. You don't want it to stick up and back. That's a beehive. We don't do the 60s here, I'm afraid. We only do the 40s and the 50s. So we're going to go with that beautiful protruding hairstyle. Now, Miss Cola, because we've already done a hairstyle, has a fair amount of volume there at the front, so we possibly don't need to make it a little bit fuller. But if you did need to, ladies, what you need to do is separate that into 2 sections. And you can see, sorry, Miss Cola, you can see here we've got a large amount of hair. What you want to do is pop some hairspray there at the root of the hair. Again, we're going for bigger is better. Back combing with your fabulous back combing brush. See how much volume that's given me? So instead of teasing with a comb where you're going to get all that hair breakage, we've just back combed a couple of times and now we've got all this massive volume. Look at that. All right, so as I said in our past little clip, the direction that you hold the hair to start off with is important. So if we held the hair in preparation straight up, we'd end up with more of a beehive. So we want to come forward, ladies, because we want that pomp to sit down nice and forward. So again, you need to curl the hair, roll backwards. And now I like to spread it out because I think it looks very elegant and a little bit more 40s when you've got it spread out. But that's, again, that's a personal preference thing. Bobby pin placement's really important. You need to make sure that the bobby pins are going to secure the hair in place. How easy was that? Like, it took 3 seconds, literally, didn't it? I'm expecting to see all you lovely ladies at Rose Idler House 50s Fair with your hair done. Oh, actually, don't do that, because then you won't come and have your hair done by me. That's okay. I can always take out your hairstyle and we can do a new one. Variety is the spice of life, they say. All right, so you can see what we're going for here, ladies. Popping some bobby pins in so it's nice and secure. And now, if you want that pomp to sit a little bit rounder, ladies, you can spread it out and pinch the back of the pomp. Just have a look at the difference. See how that's sort of taken it in a little bit at the sides? And then you can pop some bobby pins in there. Now, this hairstyle alone is perfect. So this is a really great rockabilly look as well. And again, hairspray, need to hairspray the inside of the curl because that's the foundation of the curl, and the outside in the directions the hair is travelling. We get our metal tip comb and we just connect all those little flyaways. And what else do we need, ladies, to perfect our hairstyle? We need to heat set our hairspray. There we go, let's heat set our hairspray. Now, this is the perfect hairstyle on its own, just by simply popping a flower in. Have a look at that. How gorgeous is that? Isn't she beautiful, Miss Cola Popsicle? You are divine. Now, if you wanted to go a little bit more fancy, yes, it means you've got to pop in a little bit more work, bit of time. Ladies, you've got to make sure that you tell these gentlemen that are gentlemen callers that are waiting on you that they have to be patient, okay? Beauty takes a little bit of time, only a little bit, but nevertheless well worth it. So what you can do, ladies, is remember our victory rolls that we did in our last clip? If you want to pop in another victory roll, exactly the same as we did last time, towards the side of the head. And don't forget, you need to make sure that it's closed at the back, no Minnie Mousies. Oh, I love Minnie Mouse. I want to go to Disneyland. I think Rose Idler House is like the 50s version.
Agreed.
Yes. It's the place to be if you have a love for vintage glamour. And so what I've done, ladies, is we'll turn Miss Collar around just a little bit because I haven't finished quite yet. And I've lost my comb. Oh, goodness me. All right, here we go. We're back on track now, back on track. So what you can do, if you spread that out a little bit, ladies, you can basically nearly incorporate those two hairstyles, which is your victory rolls and also your pomp. Let me find the perfect flower. And then if you pop a flower in there, I haven't bobby pinned it in, and of course you would need to do that to secure it in place. There's some great bands playing at Rose Idler House 50s Fair. You're going to be twirling around. You don't want your flowers flying out, ladies. Never lose your flowers. Make sure they're secured in place with a bobby pin. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Let's just take the back part of Miss Cola's hair down. Isn't she just amazing? Yes, I think she is. Well done, Miss Cola. Is this one of your favourite hairstyles?
It is, it is. I do like the volume.
We've got a mass amount of volume. Have a look in the mirror.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, she's spectacular. She is spectacular. And that concludes our second clip. Stay tuned for our third one. See you soon.